What is up, everybody? SSB Paradox here, back with a brand new garage sale game hunting video. Now, today I actually wasn't going to make a video because the garage sales, at first, were just awful. Like, for real, it was just, I didn't find anything, and I was just tempted. I thought I wasn't going to be making a video today, but at the last 3 sales, I got something at each of them. Nothing too spectacular at any of them, nothing like crazy, but I did get a nice Xbox bundle for really cheap, so I'll show that off at the very end. Just so happened to be the last garage sale I went to, actually. But anyways, I'm first gonna start this off with a announcement. The Goodwill that I've been talking about, I've been patiently awaiting it to open, finally opened. So that was nice, and I went to it opening day, and I saw that they were selling video games for $5 a piece. So not too great, but not too bad either. It's nothing like $3 a game, but it's nothing like $7 a game. It was actually kind of funny though, because the first game that I pulled out had a $7 price tag on it, but that was because it was sealed. But it wasn't even like that sealed. Like the whole top of it wasn't sealed, but for some reason they still thought it was sealed, so it'd be worth more. Anyways, I did get 3 things from that, and this also means that hopefully I'm gonna try to upload a weekly video. I'm gonna go there at least 3 or 4 times a week on my walks to work and stuff like that. My walk to work, my walk home from work, if I end up having to do that. But I will, most of the time, I'll save room for Goodwill. Because I did find some really good stuff, actually. First thing I found was actually a third-party Sega Genesis controller. I don't actually know why I bought it. It's rattling. I think a piece is missing. It's kind of broken up, but it's just a Genesis controller to have around. Since I only have one, figured I could use another one just in case that one broke. But that was $3. They didn't have a price tag on it, so I was hoping that they'd just be like, oh, 99 cents, but no. She put $3 on it. But the 2 games that I got were pretty good. This first game was not a game that is particularly expensive, but it's a game I've been wanting to play for a super long time. It's an original Xbox title. It is Fable. Now, this thing is in pretty good condition. Manual and inserts are in there. Disc is in kind of rough. I mean, it's just fingerprint smudges. But that was $5 for the game. And then the best game I found was a Wii game, Complete. I got the remake of GoldenEye 007, which is apparently not as good as the first one because clearly it's not as expensive. It's only worth $10 compared to the $20 or so it's worth on the N64. But you take what you can get. The case, the outer case, was in awful condition. It was torn. There was like this weird white substance on it. And stickers anywhere. So I swapped it out for a spare case that I had, and now it's in pretty good shape. But hopefully I will be doing weekly videos, and hopefully I'll have a little bit of live footage in there. The game section is off to the right of where the cash registers are, so hopefully I might be able to sneak some footage in there. I haven't been able to the past 2 days because where I live, there are a lot of interesting people who storm Goodwill on opening day. Like, it was crowded. Like, I was in line for a solid 5 minutes to get those stupid games on opening day. It was insane. But anyways, moving on to the garage sale finds. Hold on. Okay. The first find I thought was going to be a lot more promising. Like I said, the entire first day I found nothing. Just 2 expensive Wiis. Like, they weren't as crazy as the $250 Wii I once saw at a garage sale, but they were asking price for eBay. It was 40. Both of them I think were $40. But anyways, but the first sale that I hit that actually had video games, she had one Xbox. She had Guitar Hero 5 for the Xbox 360 sitting out. And I was like, "Do you have any other video games?" She said, "My sister has a whole tub of video games. She'll be coming back in 20 minutes. Just sorry, just come back in 20 minutes and we'll work something out." So I was like, "Okay, great." I came back and she was there, thankfully, but the bad thing was she didn't want to sell all but one game. It was all DS games and one PlayStation 1 game, which was the game I actually got. It's complete, really nice condition of Gran Turismo 2. I got it for $1, so that's nice. And I always like finding 2-disc PlayStation 1 games. I don't know why, but I just kind of like the whole like manual being inside of it instead of it being on the front cover, unlike all the other PlayStation 1 games. But yeah, she had like all Pokemon games. She had Animal Crossing. She had a bunch of like puzzle games, but she didn't want to sell any of it, which I don't get. If you didn't want to sell any of it, why would it be at the house you're having a garage sale at? But anyways, after that, I was actually done garage selling because in the middle of winter in Arizona, it's not cold. It's not like negative 20 degrees, but when it hits 60, Arizona people are terrified. So they stay in their homes. They don't really have garage sales. It was cloudy today too, and it actually started raining a little bit towards the end. But anyways, I was done for the day. I was driving home, and I happened to saw a garage sale sign, very, very small garage sale sign, and I turned around and I went to the sale, and at first, he only wanted to part with one game, the theme of what I usually have. It was his mom, and she ran in and grabbed him, came out and said he only wanted to sell a Star Wars Game Boy game. And so, obviously, that's kind of like a broad thing. Um, I was thinking it would probably just be some junky Lego Star Wars Episode 1 and 2 or whatever. And she was like trying to negotiate for him while he was in the house. I was like, "Can you just bring it out here so I know what game it is?" So her son actually brought it out, and it was an original Game Boy game, which surprised me. I thought it'd be a Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color at least, but it is the original Star Wars Player's Choice version for the Game Boy. It's pretty cool. The NES version is worth a little bit more. It's like $20 to $25. This is like a $6 game. But I was actually talking to him, and he mentioned how he had a few more games that he wasn't planning on selling. And I was like, "Oh, what games?" And he's like, "I have a Mario game and Minish Cap Zelda." And my ears perked up at Zelda Minish Cap. I asked him about the Mario game. It was one I've already owned, but he really did not want to bring it out. Um, but luckily, I got him to bring it out because he noticed that I told him, I was like, "There are emulators out there. It'll probably be on the virtual console." He's like, "Yeah, you're right." But the thing that made me have to seal the deal for Zelda Minish Gap, a very uncommon game, which I actually didn't know was co-produced by Capcom, and I had to offer him money. I gave him $10 for it, which is decent considering it's a $20 to $25 game. Oh shit. In really nice shape. I told him, "If you just bring it out, I'll give you $10 depending on the condition it is." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he brought it out. It was in great condition. He also actually brought out something else, something really neat that I never ever thought I'd find at a garage sale. A Game Boy camera, the blue one. I actually don't know if there's like multiple Game Boy color cameras or whatever, but this was the blue one. It had a sticker on it from Bookman's, go figure, and they had $8 on it. So I was like, "Oh God, what is he gonna ask me for $10 or whatever so he can get his money back?" But he was actually really nice. He's like, "Well, since I used it on trade credit, it was pretty much free, so I'll give it to you for $3." So I got that for $3. I also forgot to mention I got the original Star Wars game for $3. Um, so good deals on those, and great deal on Minish Cap. Normally, I don't pay more than $5 a game, especially for Game Boy Advance games. But Zelda Minish Cap is a game I've been really wanting to play because it's like one of the only original Zelda games I really haven't heard much about. I just know it's got a really weird plot line. But yeah, I got that for $10, and those other two games for $3 a piece. And then finally, we have the final garage sale, which was actually like 10 houses down from mine. As I was pulling in, I asked the guy if he had any video games, and I thought he wasn't going to have anything, because he just had a bunch of sports equipment out, and he was like, actually, I have a whole bunch of stuff, I'm glad you asked. So he brought me back, and he had an Xbox 360 and an original Xbox. He was asking $40 on both of the bundles, which is really good, considering that the Xbox had 16 games total, and the Xbox 360 had like 10 pretty solid titles. Unfortunately, these games weren't in the best of condition, but I got the system, which I'm not going to show you, but I've actually been needing an original Xbox for a while now. Has all the hookups, works great. And I probably would have done some negotiating with him. I'd like to think I would have taken it for $40 if I had $40 on me, but I actually only had $22 left. And I was like, oh, I'll just take out some of the games. And he's like, it'll just sit in my attic, so you can have it for $22. So I got an original Xbox with this, I think it's Halo, actually, because it's like a neon green Halo. I think it is. The Halo controller. It's really nice. I really like it. I'm a huge fan of like see-through, colored controllers, so that's really cool. And then here are the games. Like I said, none of them are fantastic, and a lot of them are missing the manuals or in blockbuster condition. So I'm going to skim by these ones real quick. These are the ones that don't have the manuals and are in blockbuster cases. Alright, so first we have Madden 07, Junk, Men of Valor, Junk, a GameStop copy of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Island Thunder. Luckily, none of the discs were all that scratched up. Like, the only one I think might not work is the football game, so, like, I could give a rat's ass. Call of Duty 3, Brother in Arms, Earned in Blood, Midnight Club 2, Van Helsing, which actually looks pretty cool. It looks like a hack and slash kind of like style, Dracula, Transylvania themed vampire hunter thingy-ma-do. This game is actually pretty decent, from what I've heard. Freedom Fighters, again, none of these have the manual. Halo 2, and then the two best games that don't have manuals, a Platinum Hits version of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I hear these games are actually pretty decent. They're like RPG style Star Wars games, so that's cool. And then finally, the best one in the whole bundle, actually, in a shitty blockbuster case, no manual, of course, but Star Wars Republic Commando. This complete in box actually goes for like 17 to 20 bucks, but loose disc is only like a $12 game. I hate to say it, but I'm probably going to be selling most of, if not all, these Xbox games, considering the condition they're in, and the fact that I just really don't have any use for them. I might keep Old Republic, then again, I might just sell it so I can make some of the money back I've spent today, and maybe get a complete box, better condition copy. But, alright, these last 5 games were the only games that were complete out of the 16 total. First, we have Delta Force Black Hawk Down. Complete. Yeah, it is complete. I don't think it has everything in it, but it's got the manual, so. A game I've never really known what the premise of this game is. It's got a weird gun. Like, a game like that with just gun in big, bold letters and that weird title, I don't know, just didn't really give me any indication as to what kind of game it is. Lord of the Ring, Return of the King, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon 2, and then finally the best complete in box game, a game and I know it was pretty popular on the N64, but I have no idea what this game is. Like, I don't know how good this game is. Turok Evolution. Alright, so those 16 games, and the original Xbox, which, again, I'm not going to show because it's an original Xbox, who gives a shit. That one controller, all the cords, for $22. So, like $1 a game and $5 for the system. So, can't go wrong with that. But, anyways, that'll be it. There was one video I had, one other thing that I had last week on my way to work. I stopped by a garage sale. They had a at their last sale they had Wii games that instantly got sold. But the one thing that they had was a PlayStation 3 Bluetooth remote, which, since I don't have a PlayStation 3 remote, I just sold instantly. I got it for $1. I don't really. I hate to do that, just buy something just to resell it, but frankly, I don't have any use for it, and I got $10 out of it, so, yeah. But anyways, guys, that will be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, weekly videos will start to pop up soon of me going to Goodwill. I don't know how much money I'd like to spend there. I'm planning on at least including, like, here's what I'm gonna have. I'm planning on at least, I'd like to have at least 3 separate live footage videos, like 20-second clips in one big video, and then show off everything at the end, even if it's not a lot. Like, I know sometimes Goodwill videos can be a bit longer, but that's because most people who like hunt over Goodwill like over the span of a month. So, but anyways, I'll look and see what happens with that. Maybe I'll upload once every 2 weeks and have longer videos instead. Let me know what people want in the comments down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, nothing too crazy. The best thing probably being Minish cap, which I spent money for, but it was better than spending $25 on eBay, so. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you liked the video. Let me know if there's anything else you'd want me to do. Like, if you want me to upload more Smash clips, if you want me to do, like, I don't fucking know, anything. I don't really have the money for, like, capture cards or anything like that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, take care.